Go to this web address, tomanddanwateringholes.com. That's going to list just about every bar partner we have.
Yep.
And give you kind of a leg up on everybody. What are the specials going on in like sort of Tom and Dan world, okay?
Yeah. And all these watering holes have our brand new pint glasses.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all of them have pint glasses left. At least the last time I checked.
was running low, but
yeah.
But we got a la carte, Toll Road Brewing Company, Hourglass, you know those guys, Cafe Da Vinci and DeLand, Salty Sisters, Wanky Wanky, Ailstone Brewing, you can go by there, Western Trading Company, Johnny's Other Side, Celery City, Tuffy's Bottle Shop and Lounge, and Tuffy's Music Box. Come on, man, I am proud of that list.
Yeah, because
I am proud of that.
They are all great bars and breweries, awesome beer, awesome service. You mentioned Ailstone's and kind of a new watering hole of ours. They have great pizza in there. So check out all the watering holes. Ask for a Tom and Dan pint glass.
Oh, and do this. If you ask for one and let's say they are out, I'll say this. Just email me. I'll take care. I'll figure it out.
And
we can get them more. Let us know, though, so we can take care of you.
We'll still put you in the contest if you do hashtag watering hole
For
Mo,
sure.
because there's Mo DeWitt on the other side.
I forgot about that. And every time you say it, it makes me mad. So.
So, please check out our watering holes and let them know Tom and Dan sent you. Enjoy the interview.
Shoulder. I went once for my knee. And I think the other one was, I think you're right, shoulder or something, because something got...
Well, you're an athlete. You're a stripper.
Yeah, I'm a stripper.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, we're rolling, by the way.
Let's just roll.
I just rolled it. Why not?
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
We just roll.
We're not that kind of rolling.
With us in studio, he's going to be at the Improv, 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow, theimprovorlando.com for tickets.
Yes.
Get your tickets.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Our buddy, I like to say.
Oh, wow. Listen. Why'd you do that?
Dude, I am so a part of this family. Do you understand? You guys, we're 10 years plus, and you're still the same size.
Every time Bill gets here, he's like, you're still doing it.
Like,
I always thought y'all got fired. They don't seem like they got fired or something. No, they're too successful.
Well, we should be fired after that horrible cup of coffee I made.
And after this week.
Did you see the coffee you made me?
It's like river water.
Good.
When's the last time you cleaned that?
Hold on. The coffee maker
Nobody
is clean.
ever drinks coffee
It's
here.
the ice maker. She's just throwing me under the bus here. When's the last time you cleaned it?
I'm dying on the hill.
I don't know what this is, but it's strong.
It's a river water is what it is. It's horrible. Be careful with that.
Bill Bellamy's here.
2 shows tonight. 2 shows Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
TheImprovorlando.com to get your tickets. Get them now.
Let's
Get
talk
the dinner package. Don't be cheap.
Let's talk about top billing because
Yes, sir.
I'm pre-ordering my audiobook right after we do this interview.
We're doing it.
Because
April 25th. April 25th, right?
Yes, sir.
That's the day.
When I saw you were coming out with a book, I was like, I have to. I listen to things because it's easier for me, so I'll drive around and listen to your book.
Oh, you're gonna be cracking up.
Yeah.
You also you're also like you've been obsessed with Bill and his ability to navigate celebrities and also stay beautifully young.
Yeah.
You've been obsessed with that.
Well, you look incredibly young yourself.
He does.
You've been that same age for 20 years.
Belly, he
got on Adderall.
I am getting older.
Adderall. You can see the lines of Adderall.
It's a smile line.
Yeah. Smile line. Adderall makes you happy because you look good.
I get older, and Bill stays the same age.
He does.
He's the dazed and confused of humans.
Yeah, I am the real Benjamin Buttons.
So, anyway, Bill, because I started just
the lineup of the people on your podcast is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, we'll get to your podcast too. Because
you gotta give us some connections.
Well, shout out to Godfrey. And then because that's the latest episode.
Yeah, he just came out.
And Godfrey connects.
He came out yesterday.
Very good friend of ours, Akeem Woods, is buddies with Godfrey.
Oh yeah, you know Akeem?
Yeah, Akeem's a very good friend of ours. Yeah, he's from Orlando.
Oh, he's from the 407.
He used to work up at the little breakfast spot up here, and me and my daughter would go up there. And
no way.
We'd freak people out by telling people that was me and Akeem's baby, and it would like all the bigots would get all freaked out.
Oh really?
Yeah. A black gay man dated this little M-word.
What the hell going on?
So Bill, I'm curious
Yes.
to when you go to write this book and put all these stories together and
Yeah.
what you want it to be, like, how long does it take you? Do you have to ask other people to remind you of
That's a
stories?
great
Because you've
question.
had so many experiences
gonna
that you
tell
don't
you.
want to leave any good ones out. And especially you, I'm sure you'd be mad if you're like, oh, I remembered an awesome one that I didn't put in there.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you how it happened. So COVID actually was a benefit for me. Because nobody was doing anything, kind of things shut down, and I was able to focus on this book.
Okay.
And what was really essential for my book, for me, was the fact that I had so many pictures. So I would encourage anybody, whatever you do in life, take pictures. Just take pictures, because even if it sounds corny, bring a camera with you. I tell my kids the same thing. Bring a camera with you. Take pictures, because we move so fast now, we forget the stuff we do, but a picture will lock in a moment.
Yeah.
So thank God. For 26 years, I've been taking pictures, bring my camera with me, right? I have pictures of everybody young. Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, Kurt Cobain. I had pictures with Blind Melon, Hootie and the Blowfish, 95 South. Like, these are all the artists that I was just like, thank God, because you're not gonna remember it just like this.
Yeah, you're right. Like, that's some awesome foresight to think. Like, I better document this because
Yeah.
Trigger that memory of when you met.
Because
yeah.
I'm sure because it wasn't as easy to take pictures in the
Yeah,
90s.
I was taking, bro. I had a real freaking camera,
Yeah.
and I used to take my pictures to the drugstore at Kodak and get them back. So when I'm going back over these pictures, because we forget,
How
we
do you
use our
stash
phones
them?
now,
How did you
bro.
stash them?
I got a box full of Kodachrome, whatever the hell it is,
Yeah, that's
and you got
probably
the
right.
negatives.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is fucking, can you curse?
Yeah.
This is fucking crazy. Because I'm looking at negatives. I forgot we used to have negatives, and some of the pictures stick.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so you got to peel it apart a little
God,
bit.
I mean, you have to be super careful.
Because you don't want to peel a picture part
Yeah,
off.
that's Britney Spears' face right now. You gotta be like
This
super.
like, I have pictures of like these bands, like me and Anthony Kiedis, and oh my
and all
God.
that stuff's back again.
Yeah.
So it's almost as if, did you plan? I mean, COVID is the only thing
COVID gave me the opportunity to focus on one thing. So I was spending like, I want to say about 6 to 9 hours a week on Zoom with my lady, Nicole Smith, who helped me kind of narrate and curate my story. Like, she was like, well, what do you want your book to feel like? What do you want your book to be? And I said, I want it to be like a movie soundtrack to my life. And so when you are listening, since you're going to listen, you are going to be like, yo! Because I'm telling it like I'm talking to you now, but I'm telling the story with the enthusiasm of reliving, because I'm reliving it with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, when you read your story, if you had to read your story right now, you'd be like, damn, that was Miss Stewart in the 3rd grade. I remember she never used to like me. You start remembering moments, and it comes across authentically.
And when I'm curious,
with all these bands, you could almost curate a playlist on Spotify.
Stop. You're already there. Go ahead.
All right.
Say less.
Well, I guess everybody's buying the book. I was just gonna listen to yours.
How do you decide which stories to put in there, which stories to take? Because I'm sure there's so many that you couldn't even fit in there, probably, right?
I couldn't even fit all the pictures because I had to narrow the pictures down from like 200 to 40.
Yikes.
It's rough.
That's a lot.
That's a mean cut, bro. I mean, there's a lot of stars laying on the floor in my office right now going, man, that's fucked up, Bill. Real talk. I thought you was my man, Bill.
I'm curious to this because I recently saw the Pamela Anderson documentary. I don't know if you saw
I want to see that because I was around for that.
Yeah, okay, yes. And
you were in there.
Because
Not in the video.
Yeah,
No.
You go back.
I was the cameraman.
Oh, okay. Behind the scenes.
You know what? Nice work. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Because then you watch a documentary and they show you like interviews that she went through in the 90s, and even with like Britney Spears too, like
any woman in the 90s.
Anyway, and then what they would ask, they're just asking them about their they're like, how are your titties?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Barbara Walters.
Are you a virgin?
You got to understand.
Have you done anal? Like, what the fuck?
Like, back then, sexuality and sexiness was really felt like it was the beginning of it because, Pamela Anderson, and in another interview, her name came up like 90s girls that were like, boom, like game changer chicks.
Yeah.
She was one of them, like Cindy Crawford, Pamela Anderson. There was girls that like came out of nowhere and became super popular. Like for me, I met Pamela Anderson at Rock and Jock. And we were doing Rock and Jock. Yeah. It was me and Dan Cortez. She was on fire on Baywatch. We had David Justice there. We had Flea. We had
Man, Flea can ball.
Yeah, Flea is really good athlete actually. We had Roger Clemens. I'm just thinking out loud. Salt and Pepper. Yeah, we all have a picture together. And I remember saying, "Who is Pamela Anderson?" Like there was like, "Dog, she's that chick right now. She's on Baywatch." Because I wasn't watching Baywatch at the time.
I wonder, was this when she was doing Baywatch and then also a little bit of Tool Time? Yeah,
she was making
a Tool Time girl.
So, cut to, I do an episode of Baywatch. And I'm on the. I actually.
I didn't know that. Wait, you did an episode of Baywatch?
Yeah. Do you remember?
Have we ever talked about that,
bro?
You've done everything.
Everything. They made an episode where the Baywatch people came to the beach house. You don't remember this?
Okay. Yeah.
And my wife's favorite show is Baywatch, which I'm sorry, that's embarrassing to say. But I'm going to go back and watch that with her tonight. We're going to go watch it at the beach house.
And they hooked me up with Tracy Bingham.
Oh my God!
The beautiful brown sister that was on there. She was fine as hell. She was like the chocolate version of Pam. She had the big boobs and sexy boom boom.
Oh my goodness.
With the sexy voice.
Yes.
She could get it.
But
she was fine as hell.
Yeah, man.
Like from listening to the Pamela Anderson stories, and then you're putting it in through the lens of 2023. You're like, oh god damn! This is like, but it was normal back then. But then I imagine your book. I don't know if you talk about it too, but I remember like the 90s were way more racist, and it was
buck wild.
It was way. I mean, just like everything was more sexist. Everything was like way more.
We didn't have no real parameters. Like we didn't have no, cancel culture, all this like Me Too crazy stuff. We was just living. And with the beauty of us, we didn't have social media. Because if we had social media, we probably would have hit a wall, or people would have commented on some of our activities. Because you got to understand, I mean, nothing was bad, really. I mean,
anything goes.
It was a green light. Like we could flirt, like Samantha, right? Uh-huh. Case in point, everybody used to flirt at work. Just joking around, like, you look hot,
don't flirt.
blah, blah, blah. Like,
well, not with you two.
No. But what I'm saying in the workplace.
Bill Bellamy flirts with me. That's reciprocal.
Is that fine? Okay, cool. So, like, back in the day, you at work, in the workplace, people used to flirt, do jokes, this, that, and the other, boom. Somewhere, like, coming out of the 90s.
I think it's when the pubes got on the coke. That might have been when the cross happened.
That's when it stopped. But just think, now, workplace humor, dull. People can't say this. Oh, my God, I can't compliment anybody. All you could say is hello and thank you.
Yeah, you can't even shit in a trash can anymore.
Yeah! What happened to that?
Yeah, we used to be able to do that.
You used to do that.
Yeah, not a thing anymore.
Not a thing.
Yeah, they eliminated all the fun.
And then when you were finished with your book, I wondered if you did think of a story. You're like, I wish I would have put that in there.
There was a couple.
Second edition.
Yeah. And when you see that, is like, do you think to yourself like, I could shoehorn it in there?
Well, certain things I wanted to tell, but then you get legal. How about this?
Right.
So here's another part of the book stuff that people don't know. So you got to go through legal. So there's certain things you can talk about, but you got to talk about it in a way where there is no way that there'd be like a kickback or something. Like I wanted to talk about certain things about like Michael Jackson, but it was funny. And it was like an inside situation, but then you can't really talk about that because that has, you signed the NDA. It's like
a lot of dominoes.
Dominoes. So you can't do that story. Do that one. That's better. They sort of dissect you a little bit, which I thought was kind of weird because when you think of doing a memoir and you're telling your story, it really is your experience, but you can talk about you.
Right.
You can't necessarily tell everything about Madonna.
Right. Well, so we talk about Michael Jackson for a second because on your podcast, Top Billing, go and subscribe, or what do they call it now? Follow.
Yeah, you follow, you subscribe, and you know
it
what's
used to
cool.
be subscribe, now it's follow. But you got to talk to Michael Jackson's son, right?
Yeah,
Prince.
so I had Prince on, man, and which was so dope. And
how's that? I mean, is it?
He's so cool, man.
We don't have a window to that,
it's so weird because Michael had his kids so, protected and away from us that we didn't get to know them. They just kind of grew up on their own, and now they're Prince. Like we used to see them in snapshots. There was no social media back then.
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah. Oh, he's in the balcony. You see the baby. There's this one. This is blanket. This, that, and the other. Right. So. To meet the kids now, and they're grown in their 20s, it's kind of surreal because I'm like, do you know how dope your daddy was? Like, do you understand? Like, y'all are like the dopest white kids I ever seen. like you got a black daddy, and don't nobody believe it, but it's true. But the dope thing about it is they have such a wonderful experience with him that none of us know about, because when you're with him and you're talking, and he's talking about like what his dad would do with them and take them all around the world and this, that, and the other, you're sitting there like in awe because you see his kindness and what he wanted to do for his kids. He did it his way, and unfortunately we didn't get a chance to experience because now we got social media. I would have wanted Michael Jackson to take me, you know what I mean? Because let me tell you something, when I was hanging out with Mike, I said I am not that big of a star like that. There's levels to this game that you go, this dude had secure. Like if Michael Jackson came here right now, this whole block would be shut down. It's crazy. 4 blocks each way.
Yeah,
there's nobody will be walking.
That's what I'm fascinated about. Is like with Prince Jackson,
world changing fame.
But just like what a interesting human experience to grow up in.
Yeah. You know, what I'm saying? Unbelievable.
Most of us have the standard. Even if, it's like the rich, poor. There's a spectrum of the standard, but it's really just a standard. You live. But
some people just bust through the ceiling.
Yeah. And then it's crazy.
I would never forget the story that Jermaine Dupri told me. So me and Jermaine was shooting a video. I was doing Brat's video called Give It To You. So me and Jermaine is sitting on the side talking, and he was like, yo, B, man, I thought I had some money. I just came back from Dubai. And this is back in the day before Cass was going over there with that oil money. He said we did a show because Criss Cross was big back then.
Yeah.
He said we did a show for this kid who's a Prince, his 13th birthday. They gave Criss Cross $1 million a piece.
God damn.
That's regular money.
Yeah. That's enough. That's enough money.
Because you can't give
$1 million back.
You can't give him $1 million now. Him and they Criss and Cross.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But that's enough money to turn your clothes the right way.
Wait
$8 million in the 90s.
Till I tell you this part of the story. So he said we go over there, right? Because Jermaine is a car guy. He's got about, let's say he got 10, 12 cars.
Yeah.
This guy had 60 cars. He had a gold Mercedes.
Yeah.
He had this. He had every trucks, tanks, whatever, right? So for the kid's birthday party, it started raining, and the whole thing was they were going to ride the horses. They were going to ride his horses because he has these amazing horses that are just like $1 million horses, right? He said, bro, they lift back the curtain, and there was a horse track. He said the man brought the horses out, and they had a enclosed horse track, and the horses, they brought the beautiful
get them out of the rain, put them in the track. Yeah.
He said, B, it is so mind-boggling the level of money. Like they'll never, ever, 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 ever not have money.
Yeah.
I said, God, I still remember because I'm listening and I'm going, I'm broke.
So wait, so they have a Mercedes-Benz enclosed horse track, like the Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta.
Imagine, they got the outdoor track.
Yeah.
They do that too.
Sure.
But they got to have something in case it rains.
Yeah.
So they're thinking, because they're visiting. They don't know they got another one.
Yeah.
So basically, they was like, well, I guess we're not going to ride the horse. He's no, we going to ride the horse.
I mean, my indoor.
Yeah. No, just pull the curtain back.
Yeah. There it is.
You're right, where man. Everything's on a spectrum, and then the spectrum of money levels. Is like, and it's like, oh, you think there are a lot of different levels of rich, and also fame too.
Absolutely.
And I feel like there's a level of fame that is, it's almost
smothering to me.
Yes, it's kind of like, in the NFL, you're a sports guy. Like there can only be so. I think there's diminishing returns in how big you get as a lineman, right? Like after a certain how big you are, you start slowing down, right. And so like there's a sweet spot.
You got to find the sweet spot.
There's a sweet spot of fame too. I think. What do you think?
For me, I figured it out a long time ago. I realized after hanging out with Michael Jackson and Mariah and Madonna
Janet Jackson
that I don't want that level. You know why? Because it's smothering. Like, I want to go to the movies sometime, goddammit. I want to go to the movies. I want to kick it with real people. I want to go to the mall. I want to go play ball at the park. And I want to be Bill Bellamy. Like, I don't want to be Bill Bellamy stuck in a hotel room. Because I remember... I've stayed in certain suites that Michael Jackson have stayed in before, right? And I'm like, damn, because I'm like, I made it. I'm staying in the presidential.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this is what, 10,000 a night, 5,000 a night, whatever. I'm at that level where I can stay in the presidential. Cool, right? But then I realized Michael Jackson had the whole floor sealed off.
Right.
So I'm back again. I'm broke again. I'm broke again, Samantha.
I remember when Mariah Carey, I think Beyonce even did it too. The whole floor of the hospital was shut down.
They got to shut the whole floor down.
Yeah.
So just think about this, right? I was just recently in Vegas I took my wife to see Usher, right?
Okay.
We had the bomb ass suite, bro. 360 view joint. Like, if you say in my suite, you be like, yo, Bill Bellamy, you the dude, you my man. Oh my God, this is how to be a player.
He already says that, even though,
No, but what I'm saying, but if you would have seen my suite, you just be like, yo, B, this is that level.
Yeah.
That's that level.
Yeah.
But Michael Jackson would have had the whole floor.
Yeah.
Like, so nobody could come on that floor.
Right.
It would be security. It'd be whatever. I don't know who had the other rooms. I don't know if anybody was in there. But you would, and there would be security at that door, when you come out, bing, you couldn't even come on the floor unless you was like that. Do you want that level?
It seems like a prison almost.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. Let me try it first.
Well,
he said, let me get the money.
Let me try prison first.
Can you imagine having to wear a disguise so you can do regular stuff? That's what Michael Jackson had to do.
He likes costumes.
Yeah, but I do like costumes. But then when he's out, he got
He's like, I love being the Joker.
Motherfuckers wearing Admiral jackets wherever he went. Like, I want to wear Admiral jackets everywhere I go.
Did you see the video of Michael Jackson? He rented out a grocery store and then actors just so he could have a normal experience.
Yeah, normal shopping
without wearing a disguise. And then, so the whole grocery store, he rented out and hired actors to play other customers and stuff that would ignore him and just go about their day just so he could experience.
Oh, that's sad.
That is sad.
It is.
Or it's awesome.
I hate the fucking grocery store.
Literally had people pretending to be shoppers.
You could tell he want that. He want to smoke. He want to smoke.
I think it'd be cool. I got my Admiral jacket on. I'm shopping with my kids, and there's these actors. I'm looking at them. I don't know.
But he was like, Fred, you're overacting. Nobody eats an orange like that, Fred.
Nobody gets that happy about SpaghettiOs.
I'd love to interview one of those actors.
Like the actor. Grocery shopper number 2.
Yeah, you're just in the frozen food section.
He was like, what was he like? He's like, I don't know. I just held meat the whole time.
Yo, it's levels. When you, especially when you hit a wave. Like, I've seen several of those. Like I remember Hootie and the Blowfish when they blew up. I remember interviewing them, and they opened at a certain number, but they sold. They might be in the history books for debuts. because I remember it was sort of like 14 to 15 million. You might want to Google
on that cracked rear view album.
Yo, right?
Yeah,
it was just a sick moment.
It was unbelievable.
It's an unbelievable moment.
And I think it was a perfect wave too, because it also blew people's minds. People were like, well, like you'd even look at Darius Rucker and you'd be like, well, I didn't know he was a black guy.
Yeah, but nobody knew who Hootie was. Yeah, it was like, which one's Hootie?
You had a little bit of that too.
Who's the blowfish?
Pre-social media, no one knew what people look like.
Yeah,
didn't know what they look like. I forgot about that.
In radio, you probably experienced this too, except for you were TV, so everybody knew. But in radio, like all the time in the early 2000s, people would be like, "Oh, this is I didn't know what you looked like."
Unless you went to like a station event, you had no idea what
they're like. Oh, I thought you would look like someone else. Like it's
that's
funny.
Deep. I forgot about that. You're right.
And now, there's no mystery anymore. There's no mystery. Mysteries are gone.
Yeah, I like the fact, like I talk about this in the book, that we had the innocence of what I'm trying to say. Like we had the beauty of innocence in the 90s. And by that I mean we didn't know a lot of things, but we had the most fun. And we didn't know things were wrong. If they were, we didn't know. We were young and we were just having fun and partying. We got drunk and we passed out. Your boy found your keys the next day. You weren't on TMZ at all.
You could make mistakes.
You can make mistakes, right?
That's
so for instance, when we had spring break, I will never forget this. This is in the book, though. I could just peek this.
Right. Okay.
In the book, I talk about how real strippers, because Florida, y'all got strippers.
We
just a few. Yeah. So
we got them.
We did the bikini contest.
Yes,
and we were in Panama City. I don't know if you remember this. We used to have college girls would do this. But the strippers came in and demolished, like the ringers came in, like the ringers, like the women that was like, we on TV? You know,
we used to host a lot.
Oh my God! And the girls were like, they're real. Yeah. Something's wrong with them. Oh my God! Her boobs are bigger than my body.
Yeah, like with professional swimwear, like sparkly, like Wicked Weasel.
Do you remember? This was how risque the strippers were.
Oh man.
We had to do the squiggly. We did the squiggly. I don't know if you remember on MTV they would do the blur thing.
Oh yes.
Because they had this floss. They had the dental floss right over the nipple. Yeah. So, and when they turn, you see the nipple. Yeah. So they had to do the squiggly. and then the producers are in the truck. Who gave these girls these swimsuits? We can't hear this. All the dudes are like, what's wrong with it? I don't see nothing wrong with these bathing suits.
And you're up there hosting it?
I'm hosting, and I don't know what's going, and I'm noticing all the kids' face going, damn!
Yeah. I mean, there was a time when you could get right to that line on regular TV, but now, you don't see nothing now.
None of that going to happen anymore. But that was us being young, not knowing, right? And girls who want to be famous, like there were girls that were like, oh God, they got cameras. I'm a beautiful stripper here at blah blah blah. I'm going to be in a bikini contest.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, they demolished the college girls. The girls they were just like, well, you know what? I'm done.
Why even try?
Why even walk down the runway?
Now, are you one of the people that are afraid you're going to show up in the Freaknik documentary?
No, but I definitely went.
Did you go? Yeah.
I know a lot of aunties on skates right now. Oh my God, that was me. I was young. I don't know how old I was.
Well, we talk all the time about like the bikini contests on spring break in the 90s and what it was, and like it's basically
my wife's mother took her out of school to go see you one day.
Are you serious?
Underage took her out of school to go see MTV's coming here. We're going.
Pauly Shore will tell you this story.
Okay.
He goes, Bellamy, bro. I'm brand new. I'm like freshman. He's senior. He's about to leave. He's doing movies and stuff like that. Paulie's the guy. He's like, Bellamy, man, I like you, dude. You're cool vibes, man. I want you to come with me to this little contest, man. It's cool, super cool. Be there like 20 minutes. We'll go get some drinks later, man. Just hang out. Welcome to MTV, bro. I think you're gonna make good strides here, man. So I'm hanging out. We go to a banana eating contest. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So as
tomorrow.
God,
you already
not even the punchline. Bill just says, "Okay, so we show up.
We're kind of doing a beach party tomorrow. We're doing banana right.
You bringing a black man to a banana eating contest? I'm thinking. I'm like, yo, time out on Pauly. This is a wrap. He's like, no, bro.
Cancel the bananas.
He was like, come around. Wait, I'm going to show you, man. It's going to get wild. You're going to love this, Bellamy. Bellamy, welcome to MTV. So I'm sitting there and stuff, and I'm judging with him, me, Paulie, whatever. And the girls are lined up like this. And they got all the bananas. They got bananas everywhere, right? And it's about 20 girls, and they're all in a row. And they got bananas, they got whipped cream, chocolate, strawberry, and everything. Contestant number 1 from Kentucky. Amber. Amber comes up, peels the banana slowly. Dips the banana in whatever the sausage she was, and then puts it in her mouth in the way that we could not do in 2020. And I said, I like bananas. I said, Paulie, you're my guy. He was like, Bellamy, this is the beginning, man. It's so competitive. I do this every year. This is just beginning. Bro, by the time we got to because women are more competitive than guys.
Oh, yeah.
By the time we got to the 5th girl, a whole banana was gone and came back out.
Yeah. Some of the ladies have.
I got her number. No, I mean just because for research. For research.
There were girls. You'd get them up there, and then you'd get like a girl.
So you've done these?
Oh yeah, we.
They were in the radio in the 90s.
The good days.
And then the girl wouldn't want to flash, but then other girls had flash, so it would pressure.
She got pressure.
Yeah, she's going to do it.
It get worse and worse.
When you think about it, I actually feel kind of bad because the peer pressure would build up. And
was tight.
I guarantee you those people were doing things they shouldn't have been doing.
Well,
you got teachers up there flashing.
Everybody was doing it. It's 90s.
But the thing was, it stayed there.
Yeah, it did stay there.
It didn't.
Nobody got lost their job. Nobody was on damn Snapchat. Nobody was on social media.
Too drunk to remember, too, on the crowd.
That's the innocence of it, I was going to say. Like, that was the
beauty. It was a moment in time, and that was it.
Yeah. Right. And if you were there, you saw it. Like you have your version of what I said, the banana eat contest. And it was here in Florida. And they used to do, like you said, also the girls with flash, best boob contest, and all that craziness. Could we do that today? Hell no.
Social media killed it.
They'll kill us.
Cell phone cameras killed. Like even, I've noticed it. Like you see the when it killed it when all of a sudden bikini contest. You look out in the crowd, everybody's got their phone up,
just straight up,
videotaping it because then everybody puts it on social media and then tags the person. And,
they tag you. This is you.
Which is a shaming.
You shame people.
It's like, do you like this or not? You're killing it, you idiots.
Yeah. Like whose team are you on?
The crowd killed it. The crowd killed it. If everybody would have been cool, we could have saw it. It's dead now. But Bill, you lived through it. And they're lucky to do it.
I got
writing a book about it.
Yeah.
And I wrote a book that really takes us back. And I think when people go back with me, they're gonna be. It's so nostalgic because see how we come alive thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like we didn't even know it was that much fun. Like we can't even do that now. No. Like there's many versions of what we can't do no more. Like there's no one who's born after 2000 know what we're talking about. You're born too late to even experience, having the freedom to make a mistake, having the freedom to go hang out with your boys and y'all get toasted and you go come back to work drunk and your boss will be like, great job.
Not being connected to your cell phone. Like remember going somewhere and they're like, I'll be back.
They couldn't reach you.
Like, are you able to do that at all? Are you able to put your phone down ever? Or because of what you do and because you like the
phone down. Like I tell people when they hang out with me, no cell phones. I say, listen, I want you to be in the moment.
Yeah.
Because being in the moment is magical, and we forgot how to do that. It's so hard because we're like, oh God, I just picked up the headphone.
Yeah. It's a skill.
Let me videotape me. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. Videotape me. Oh, sometimes you got to be in the moment. Like for instance, when I was in Vegas, hanging out with Usher and. There was Latifah and a bunch of people with no cell phones. Everybody was in the moment. It was so nostalgic because everyone was cool. We were dancing. We danced to like 4 a.m. Just something simple as connecting, dancing, not worrying about people judging you, having cocktails, open bar. Like that's entertainment to me. Like that's that's one of the moments that I missed about the game when I came up. Like I'd go and I'd be partying with Prince at the Foundation Room, and he'd be chilling with his big black glasses. Like, I know he can't even see me. With his legs crossed with a cane. He was a pimp.
Yeah, he was.
You can't
coolest dude on the planet, man.
Coolest dude ever.
Yeah,
God.
You can't even be that celebrity anymore because the mystery is gone now with everybody. Like, because
some people said he was like the last rock star.
Yeah,
I saw a couple people saying
that
because
we lost Prince, we lost
Prince, and he was never on anything like that.
Yeah.
So that part right there, I feel
he's a mega mystery, right? I know nothing about the guy.
You still feel like he's here too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's just like with Kobe. One of the things that is beautiful about social media in this way is a guy like Kobe, who we didn't start learning him to after he retired, because he didn't do a lot of interviews. He wasn't open to us.
He just worked.
He just worked, and he said that's what it was. But what he evolved to, and now all the imprints that he puts out, you love him endlessly now. Like, you love him for a whole different reason than when he played, because he put so many great quotes, so many moments of connecting with kids, connecting with other players. Like, when you see him now, he lives forever. I know, like, for me, I go, oh my God, what a great guy. Like, I just wish things didn't happen. Like, sometimes life is so weird. You go, man, how could such tragedy happen to good people when they're turning a corner or doing good? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, and that's the God.
We don't know.
The
Nothing's
only
guaranteed.
Nothing, no guarantee.
That's the only thing you can take from
live.
it. It's such a tragedy. You're just like, all right, well, every goddamn day,
I'm balling out.
Yeah.
I got off the plane. I never went to my hotel. I said, I got to do my radio. I'm coming to you guys. I'm like, yo, I'll sleep later, bro. I'm on my grind. Like I got to grind like I've never been on. Like, to me, I think that's what keeps me authentically real. Like, I don't let the bank account dictate my attitude. I keep the same attitude. Like, yo, I'm excited, I'm rolling, and whatever.
That's hard to do.
It is hard to do.
A lot of people don't, especially that it's had your career.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, well, fuck this. I'm not doing this.
I ain't doing shit. We had that meeting in the car. We said,
if I was you, I'm not joking, Bill, I'd never do interviews again. I'd be like, fuck these interviews.
Like, you're Bill Bellamy. You could just say no if you want to. And I was like, I'm not saying fucking no. I think the right thing to do is let's rock out. And she say, great team meeting. And that makes the difference, because if I did not, we wouldn't have a great interview.
Well, we appreciate it.
No, but what I'm saying is, this is the connect right here, though.
Yeah.
Because we have a genuine love for each other. Like, you've seen me do my thing. I'm seeing you guys grow your fan base crazy. Like, y'all made me want to get my own shit. Like I was like, damn, I don't want to do radio, but I want to do something.
Yeah, but like everybody,
so much more freedom.
But like
your podcast
everybody
is awesome,
that
man.
does it, I cannot wait.
Yeah, no, I'm giving you your flowers. Bro,
sorry.
I'm giving you your flowers. Like, I would come in here, I'd never forget when the first time I said, yo, that shit is dope, because they got their own shit. They don't have to be in a building and got to be like going to the coffee machine. Everybody, you got your own vibe.
Probably have better coffee there, though.
Yeah.
my coffee's real bad.
But your shit's strong, though. So, real quick, and I seen it, and I said, man, one day I would love to have my own thing. But I just knew I'd never want to get up every day. But I said, what could happen? Then when podcasting started happening during COVID, I was like, dog, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could, because I was like, I want to do something that's fun, like where my friends could come chill. That's where it started.
Yeah.
And then that's how,
Well, congrats on it, man. Like, it looks amazing. We've all followed it this morning. I can't wait to check it out.
So, but not only, and like we were talking a little before in the lobby, you have access to so many different celebrities, but you also are a great interviewer.
Oh, thank you.
And because of your practice, your reps,
I
your
got
stand-up.
reps.
He's done it.
So it's like all those years of reps plus who you know, it's a natural, makes sense. It's like the equation fits, and your podcast.
Like, I'll give you an example that blew my mind, right? So Magic Johnson, he's one of my best friends in the game, and he came 2 weeks ago, and he said in the interview, I've been interviewed my whole career since I was in high school. I've never had the level of like where I could just be comfortable and I don't have to be so guarded. And I just was here kicking it with my boy. He said, "Thank you, B, for bringing out the best of me in my interview." I said, "Damn,
wow. You're gonna frame
that's
that?
a huge compliment.
You got to take it.
I got to, yeah,
and then have the written
but
in the
that's the
bottom
vibe I was shooting for.
Yeah,
like I was like, damn, that's dope. I said, that's an affirmation that I'm doing it the right way, because these interviews last forever, right? And who knows how many more interviews we get these great people.
Sure.
And we lost so many people. And I want to interview my guests in ways that bring them up. Like Godfrey, one of my favorite comedians. And I said to him, Godfrey, I've seen your whole entire career, and I feel like you're the most underrated comedian in the game. You got every skill set known to man. Why is it that you're not Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle? He was like, I was thinking the same thing. He was like, did I do something to somebody? Did I say a bad joke that people hold it against me? And we laughed about it, but he knows what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was like, Bill, I know your career, and you have been so like, people look at me and go, how did Bill Bellamy? I remember when people were hating on me, but it was like, how Bill Bellamy just gonna jump past me?
People hate.
I've been doing, because I jumped past a lot of people.
Gotcha.
Like I came in the game and took off like a rocket. Like I went from Def Comedy Jam. Like it looked like it was one shot kill for me. I knocked down 9 pins.
No, well,
but that happens.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, that's a thing, man.
Do you think it's the grind that separates the people when
desire too, man?
Desire grind, like because you've seen.
I would disagree. I think it's it comes back to something you and I've said for years. He's not an asshole. He's not a dick.
Yeah.
And I think that plays into it. And I think because you're a kind person, and I mean, like, I've been trying to figure out what the X factor is or what that thing is of people that come in here and we're like, man, why is that person so successful? I think it's just because you're a good person.
You brought up Kevin Hart, and your movie Back to the Strip is coming out in August, which people should check out. But Kevin Hart,
the lineup is ridiculous in that movie.
We met Kevin when back, I don't know how many,
probably 20 years ago.
It's like 15 maybe, when the old improv. When he was like, and he was collecting email addresses and stuff, and he seemed like
he started
on a
yellow
notepad.
I just gotta make sure. Bam, you listen. Boom. I just want to be successful. I just want to make it for all small guys in the world. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Right. So
that's him.
I'm gonna tell you a true story.
Okay.
Give Kevin Hart his flowers. The reason I'm on social media is because of him.
Really?
Yeah.
He was the first person. He was like, Bill, you got to be on Twitter. He was like, man, this is where the kids is. This is where everybody's moving. Social media is this new future, man. I'm telling you. He was tweeting it every 5 minutes. I said, damn, Kev, you're not even paying attention to us. We're talking to you. Wait a minute. I got to return the tweet. Boom, bow, boom. I'm like, he said, Bill, I'm going to show you. He showed me how to open up an account. My Twitter account is because of Kevin Hart to this day.
No shit.
Swear to God.
Do you still have your check?
Yeah,
Yes,
they took mine away.
They just took his away
They
yesterday.
took my check away.
What they do?
I'm not big enough.
You
gotta pay Elon now.
Oh, Elon want that $14.99.
Yeah.
Get your weight up, player.
Stole my check. Well,
You just took your check back. Man, you got to go to check school. You got to arbitrate.
I don't want to pay. I'm not paying $13 for a damn check.
For a check?
I'm not doing
That's
it.
disrespectful.
But maybe somebody over there, if you're listening,
You want me to call Elon?
yeah, get my check.
You
back.
got Elon's number?
Yeah, I'll talk
Get
to
him on the
him.
podcast.
I bought a Tesla, for Christ's sake. Give me my check.
Oh, that's
That should
pay
come.
for it.
You buy a Tesla, it should come with a check.
Yeah, you know what? Write that down. That's Bill Bellamy's brilliant. I should
brilliant.
get a
If
check.
with a Tesla, you crazy.
I'm going to tweet Elon and say, yo, I
What
bought
up?
But you're not
a
verified. He
Tesla.
won't look at it.
Give me, You're right.
Go see Bill. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow.
Yeah.
Grab his book. Top Billing comes out April 25th.
Yeah, pre-order it.
Pre-order the book. Especially now, I'm going to get the book. Now I know there's so many pictures.
Subscribe to the podcast.
Well, listen to it. I think it's going to be a 2 experiences.
Okay.
Since you like to listen to audiobooks, what I think you're going to like about the audiobook is going to make you laugh because the way I'm talking now is how I'm talking my story.
Yeah, all right, I
you
love
know,
it.
so it's not going to be like the typical, and I was born. No, I'm not doing
I was
that.
interviewing Michael Jackson. Yeah, I don't want to hear
April. No. It's going to be like, I'm taking you through all these different interviews. Like I was telling somebody else, like I met Britney Spears. Let me tell you a funny quick story before we get off.
Yeah, man, take your
So
time.
it hurts me to my core to see Britney Spears now, dancing in the living room in her bikini, in her underwear, like every day. I don't know if she eating. I don't know what's going on.
Are they old videos?
I don't know if it's just
Who knows?
Like, why are you dancing in the camera and why is it up there? I don't know why it's on, but it is what it is. But I remember hosting a Fox summer I forgot it was called Fox Summer Music Explosion. It was a huge show. Britney is on fire, right? She's dating Justin Timberlake. We're in San Diego. You could probably Google this. Put it Bill Bellamy San Diego concert, and it'll pop up. The security dudes said, "Yo, man, you might want to get these little earplugs because I'm in the audience." It is 13-year-old, 15-year-old white girls, young kids.
Okay.
Because that was her audience then, because she was coming fresh off. She didn't have grown women. They were kids.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake, those guys, NSYNC, Backstreet
Boy
Boys.
bands.
Boy bands, their audiences were under 18.
Oh, yeah. My wife was one of them.
Yeah.
Think about what I'm about to say to you. So my man, black dude, comes up to me. He said, "Yo, Mr. Bellamy, I'm here to help you. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of shows. You might want to put these earplugs in when you introduce Britney Spears. It's going to be crazy." I said, "Man, I'm good." What are you talking about?
Oh, you haven't heard those frequencies.
And you remember how they used to do me? I'm in the audience, and the dolly camera goes over my head to the audience.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? I'd be like, "Hey, everybody, I'm Bill Bellamy. Give it up for Britney."
Yeah. And you'd swing it.
When I tell you my damn eardrums blew the fuck out.
It was that loud?
Those girls started screaming.
I heard that's how it is at the Taylor Swift concerts.
Bro, it was piercing. Bro.
Well, you're like, yeah!
Bro, I never heard a sound like that in my life. My eardrums were like pierced.
Like Saving Private Ryan.
I jammed those cushions in my ears so far. And what was so crazy about that experience was you can't dictate who your audience is.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that their audience was that young. I was like, how the hell they doing these shows for these kids? And they was like, because I remember talking to Justin backstage. He was like, "Yeah, man, that's our audience, man. They're all kids, and they're screaming,
music, yeah.
and they're holding up their posters."
Yep.
Yeah.
Parents would drop their kids off and leave.
My wife,
right?
Her mom let her get on a plane and fly to Chicago
by herself
at 16 by herself and just take in the show and then get back on the plane and fly back to Orlando.
Oh yeah, back then you could do that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a different time. My wife navigated. She's been to 44 NSYNC concerts.
So what age did she go to her first one? You roughly?
Oh man,
in her
she'd
teens,
have to
right?
check. I don't know if she's in the chat room, but
okay.
I think 14, 15 maybe.
Right. So, bro, you gotta understand.
I think I was like 11 or 12.
I have never screamed for anybody.
Yeah.
No artist ever made me scream in my life to this level. It was like a horror movie scream. I would say, "Oh my God!" And I'm talking about every ticket sold out.
Yeah,
sold out. So to see Britney Spears from that moment to now, it's like, oh my God! Like, that was the very beginning of what stardom is. Like you're ascending, you're going up this hill, and people love you, and they push you up there. And then now you go 25, 26 years later to that. It's heartbreaking to me because I see the entertainment business full circle. It's a business.
Yeah.
How you survive it is on you.
Yeah.
If you can't make this business no money, you have no value. Like they will go on to the next one. They find the next Britney the next summer. I remember every summer we had a new summer artist. Every summer there was somebody that was hot for one summer.
Yeah.
And then the next summer would be another one.
God, they're just trying. It's like
brutal, man.
It's brutal.
It's like the NFL. They're like, are you the next Patrick Mahomes? Nope. Get back. It's like your whole dream dead. Next one. And then when they find one, they're like,
you baby Jesus.
Yeah,
you baby Jesus.
It is cutthroat. People don't give a shit. It's all about the money.
Listen, this is some funny shit, right? I was just thinking about this because they just gave Jalen Hurts the building.
Yes. And with his all-female team.
Sexy squad.
Yeah, have you seen his squad?
Oh, his squad is crazy.
Oh, my God.
He looked like how to be a player for real.
This dude, it's his circle, and then 5 different, he's got agent, communication, manager, PR, and they're all women, and they're all drop-dead 11s. They're all hot.
Dead gorgeous.
And they fucking
We got the bag.
it.
We got the bag.com.
Yeah, you got to see them. It doesn't even look, it looks like a skit, and you're playing Jalen Hurts, and it's like Bill Bellamy down there with 5
He just got $295 million.
He killed it.
And if he blows his Achilles out, gone.
Go give me another chance.
Yeah. That's it.
True.
Bill, thanks so much for coming.
2 shows tonight,
guys.
2 shows Saturday. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate
Hey,
it.
only Tom and Dan can rock out like this, baby.
Hey, go grab that book like Kupo J did. He got it. He got it. We
Let's
sold one.
go. We sold one. Oh.
All right, y'all. We'll see you on the Friday Free Show.
Holla.